is your man H. This is your man AJ, and welcome back to my channel. This time we're gonna do a quick review. This time we're gonna do a review on a GI Joe classified figure wetsuit. I found this wetsuit in my local Target and everything, so I thought I'd do a quick review for y'all guys. I know a lot of y'all guys already seen the review on wetsuit, but hey, one more can't help. I'm hurt. So as you can see right there, it says G.I. Joe Classified Series from Hasbro, age 4 and up. All the warnings and jokes and hazards, no one under the age of 3 had this figure. There's the barcode. If you still did not see this figure, right there. Here's the back of it. As you can see, they do have some artwork. It looks like he is swimming, diving, looking for something, or probably in this episode, they was looking for the Mass Effects, and this is number 179. It's also on the side of the box. Well, not on that side. That's the barcode. It would be on this side right there. And it says, once again, G.I. Joe Classified 179 wetsuit. So I'll be right back, and we'll open it up, and I hope you come back and see how cool wetsuit is out of the packaging. I'll be right back right after this. Alright guys, we got everything out of the packaging. So first thing we're going to go through will be the accessories. So let's go through the accessories. The first thing that I'm going to show you will be the flippers. And you do get a left and right flipper. Right there. And to make sure that you put them on the right foot, if you look really closely, you can see an R and a L to make sure you put them on the right foot. So you do get that. You do get the sea diver helmet with the nozzles on there, as you can see on the left and right, and they are painted. And you do have some little silver in the middle and everything. I don't know what exactly they are for. They do have this piece right here, the preview apparatus piece right there. You do get this right here also to help him to go underwater. You're gonna get that, and I'll show you what these holes are for, and also this hole is for as we go through the review. You do get a DC diver flashlight. I actually remember one of these when I was actually smaller. Something similar to that. And it does have somewhat of a hook on the bottom of it, so you can hook it. And it has a little bit of silver in front of it, as you can see right there. That's supposed to indicate, or maybe it should indicate, that is a light. You do also get a knife right there. And you also get some type of a gun right there. No place to put a blaster piece in there, but you do have 4 holes in the middle. Nothing comes off, so there's the gun, and I'll show you where they go. And you do get somewhat of like a motorized type thing that gets to help them to navigate through the water. And I'll show you where this piece goes, and I'll show you that right now. Now, you see this hole right here? If you want to, you can take this piece right here. Now you're going to have to finagle it a little bit when you put it in there. You're going to have to, like what I did earlier, I went like this, and it does fit very, very snugly in there. It won't come off, as you can see that. So you can hold that with that, and that's how that will go. So now this piece right here will come back into play, and I'll show you where this is hooked to, and I'm also going to show you where these little hooks also go to, and that one. So, without further ado, here's wetsuit out of the packaging. I like how the figure look, I really do. I don't really remember how he actually truly look in the comics, the cartoon, let me just say. But I remember, the suit didn't look like that. Now when you want to put that the other piece on, let me show you how that piece on and why I do have that memory in my head. So what you pretty much going to do, you see these 2 holes right here. You're going to line these 2 holes up right here. as so. And it's going to be a little tricky for the first time. And you try to line that up to that and that. And it should just slide somewhat in like this and like that. And that's how it should be able to hook on. Now you might not feel like it's really secure, so just give it a good little squeeze and it should be able to fit into the hole. Now this plastic is a little soft, so it might pop out a little bit, but that's how it should look on his back. And he probably can maybe carry it away. I don't know if he will actually swim that way with it, but you can carry it like that to maybe to support it to the way he can hold it. Now I've seen like reviews on this before, but I've never seen nobody really actually show how that would go. And so I thought that maybe I will show you that. So that goes there like that. I'm gonna bring that back into play. So, and we'll show that more at the end. So here's wetsuit out of the packaging. I really like how I love the head sculpt. I like how the hair is. I like how the detail and stuff on the wetsuit gear that he has. I don't know all the stuff on the gear. It does have a watch. It looks like the watch could be removable. It does look like it has some detail on the watch, as you can see right there, and everything. And this is where the place you put the knife and also the gun. I like how the boots are. You do have 2 peg holes at the bottom of the feet. The articulation is pretty much going to be just a tad different. Let me show you how that is. So the head will go left and right. You do have up and down. You have a movement in the bottom of the neck and also the top of the neck. And you do have some side to side. You can get the arms to go that far forward on that side. And also on that side, you do have somewhat basic type school type ad crunch, but these pieces right here is like going to hinder it maybe a little bit, so you can push that down to go that far forward and backwards. Now when you get to about right here, you're going to get a little bit of a gapping, but you can adjust that by bringing his waist forward, and you can get a little bit side to side. You can get the legs to go that far out. His knife, where his knife would be at, was going to hinder a little bit. But I don't have the knife in there, but it will hinder a little bit. But you still can get somewhat of a decent of a split. You can get the leg to go that far forward. The way this piece is, it is hiding the thigh swivel, but it is a thigh swivel right there. And there's also one where the gun will go at. You do have double pinless knees. And you do also have double pinless elbows. You do have movement in the wrist where you can get forward and backwards. And this wrist should be the opposite. Also, it's also going the same way, forward and backwards. And you do have some articulation also in the ankles where you can get the foot to go that far back and forward. And you do have 2 peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So I'm going to pause, come back. We're going to get wetsuit all geared up, and we'll show you how he looks all geared up. And I'll be right back right after this. Don't go nowhere. I want to show you how he's geared up, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, we got wetsuit all geared up and everything. Now, let me show you what I did. Now, you see the 2 nozzle pieces right here. I did take the helmet part off his head, so I wouldn't glue it on, but I did glue these pieces on there because they kept on popping out. His light right there, all I did was pretty much pop his hand off and put the wrap part around his wrist area, and I just pop it into his hand. This piece right here, like I said, you can just pop it into there and it just hooks into there. So pretty much if you want to, you can put all his gear on him, and that's how he will look. He can stand with his flippers on if you want to. I think the only 2 downsides to me that I see is only really a nitpick thing. that the helmet is not really the same color as the rest of the gear, and the helmet does not go all the way down his head. If you can see his chin sticking out just a little bit. That's the only really downfall. But all around, I think it's a cool figure. I like it. Like I said, I found it in my local Target for $27.99 plus taxes. I think it came to like 28, 20. We can say about we're gonna round off to $28 plus taxes. No, that's the 28 and change. So all around, I think it's a cool figure. I like it. Do you need for your G.I. Joe collection? In this case, yes, you do. I've been moving my G.I. Joe shelf and stuff around. I clean it all down, so I don't have my G.I. Joe stuff on there at the exact moment. But after I get it all refixed, get all the dust off it, and get finished moving stuff around, I'll show you how I'm getting everything reset up. And all around, I think Westsuit's a cool figure. Buy it, get it. Don't go past a certain price, but if you feel like it, and have a good day, good night. Enjoy your collection, and HM is out. Thank you for watching.